Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Lamarr Townsend. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic, a tarot reader, an astrologer, and a medium. And today we're going to be doing a reading on the Brandy and Monica tour, child. When two legends take the stage and spirit forces one of them off of it, that's not just drama, that's spiritual energy shifting. Tonight, we're not just talking headlines, we're pulling the cards to see what's really going on beneath Brandy and Monica's tour energy and why Spirit is moving the way it is. Let's get into it. I hope everyone is doing well. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and share. And let's see what's going on with Brandy and Monica, child. Now, if you don't know, Brandy and Monica are on tour. I did see a lot of the clips online. The tour looks amazing. I'm not going to lie. They sound great. It looks great. However, they did a show in Chicago over the weekend and something happened. There was some sort of fallout where Brandy ended up walking off stage and didn't come back to complete the show. Now it's a big drama. We already we already know these two women have, weird energy between them that we are hoping that this tour is going to clean up, but here we go, so let's just get into it. Thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of these decks when you pass reading. In Jesus' name I pray and thank you. Amen, amen, and amen. Hi, Zay. Thank you for being here. Welcome, 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 everyone. I hope you are having a great morning, day, evening, night, wherever you're listening or watching. Let's get into the reading, child. Let's not waste no time, honey. Okay? We like to get right to it on this channel. Okay, so let's see what really caused the tour fallout that night. Because there's a lot of rumors as well, a lot of different reasons as to what happened. But what really caused the Brandy and Monica tour fallout? What was the true energy behind the tour fallout in Chicago at the Brandy and Monica tour? What was the energy behind that fallout, Spirit? Give us some creating insight as to what happened that night. Rhonda P says, hello, Lamarr. You're looking good today. Glad I caught alive. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm actually on my way to the gym. Why is Brandy and Monica just floating like that in the middle of the screen? Let me fix that. I'm actually going to the gym after I get off live with you all. But let's see. But thank you, Rhonda. What was the energy behind the fallout on the Brandy and Monica tour? Empathy. 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 Empathy, but also look at that ear. And the bird bringing the, it looks like a diamond or some sort of gemstone to the ear. There may have been something off with the sound, and I know that there were rumors about that. There may have been something off with the sound. Maybe something internally. Maybe there were some things we weren't hearing from clips. Maybe it was different in person. Maybe it was different in the, how they wear the things in the ears, the artist. But there was something off with the sound, is what I'm getting. Good morning, Lynn. Hello, Christy. Hello, Starry Night. Hello, Simone. I get resourcefulness connected to money, finances, and resources. Resourcefulness. Interesting. What's the true energy behind the fallout? Ooh. They're Brandy and Monica. They're legends in the game. But there's something about having to be resourceful with this tour. And some people were saying, many people are saying that the tour is amazing. It looks great, people that were there and people that are watching clips. But there are some people that are saying, it's Brandy and Monica. This should be more lavish. This should be more grand, right? And when they come from that perspective, they're speaking solely visually, right? Which, once again, maybe they have to be resourceful, right? While they're legends, they are kind of like, it's a new era. They're building their name, their brands back up, right? So you have to be resourceful when you're in that stage, right? Unless you're, Beyonce child, which let's not even go there, right? Um, what if the resourcefulness is also connected to the sound as well? This is an energy kind of you get what you pay for. Who was it that budgeted this tour? Because that's what we should be looking at. Who does those types of things? Is there a manager for that? You know, because I don't know the ins and outs of that quite yet. You know, and I'm sure eventually, as I get deeper in my career, wherever life takes me, I will. Right, but how does that work? Budgeting of the tour. Who gets what and how much of this goes here, how much of the money goes there, right? How much of the budget went to the sound? This is Brandy and Monica. How much of the budget went to the sound? Generosity connected to conversations, communication. Hmm. Control. Control issues. This could be control issues, but this also could be a lack of control, an emotional response to a lack of control. This could be Brandy's energy, an emotional response to a lack of control. And look at the snake right there underneath this person's feet. Is this setup energy? Are these girls being set up? Are people playing in their face once again? There's some weird energy going on here. It feels like when you put someone, it feels like Celebrity Big Brother. Put everyone in a room, throw them on stage, throw in some lightning, throw in some thunder, throw in some rain, and see how they deal with it. Well, how they deal with it is you saw Brandy walk off stage. That's how she dealt with it. Something weird is going on. Who's the manager of this tour? Who budgeted this tour? Who set this tour up? Hi, Bisma. Thank you. Love your eye makeup. Thank you so much. Good morning, Latoya. Hi, Marilyn. Authority. Connected to self expression, connected to confidence, passion, purpose. Hmm. Choice. Choice. Connected to routine. Choice connected to those rehearsals, which is quite interesting. Do these girls rehearse together or do they rehearse separately and then rehearse together? Because there's some weird. This tour was not like managed well. This tour was not budgeted well. This tour was not laid out well. This is why you're seeing these issues. Because didn't they have an issue on the first night too? I should make a move, but I won't. Didn't they have an issue on the first night with Monica's sound or something, or her vocals or her mic? This tour was not budgeted well, you guys, and I hate to say this because this is Brandy and freaking Monica. Like they are legend. Listen, these two women raised me. They're especially Monica's first album raised me, and Brandy, just Brandy's whole career raised me, child. But why are they still getting played in their face like this? This is weird. And I get as an artist at to some point you allow people to step in for you and do the big leg work, but I feel like you as a Brandy and Monica, you should still be in all the meetings. Like you should still have a say over everything, like from the budget to the food craft services to like you should be able to go over all that and have a say. Did that go on? Once again, this is Brandy and Monica. Whitney would have never. Catch that tea. And I'm sorry, girls, for being shady, but this is ridiculous. It's ruining the nostalgia, right, Bismarck? It's upsetting, definitely. Especially for people who want to see them win. Feel like a lot of us, we want to see them win. We want to see them complete this tour. We want to see them do great, which they are, and we want to see them do another tour and whatever else, But this is playing in their face like this. But I'm also wondering, are y'all playing in y'all's own face to some degree? Yes, you are the artist, and your job is to go on stage and put it down and throw it down and slay it. But at this stage of the game, y'all need to know business and be about your business too. Period. Once again, Whitney would have never. Catch that tea. I do get the birth of something new, but also, hmm, this could be pregnancy, which I don't know if it's quite pregnancy. Maybe, I don't know. The birth of something new, interestingly enough, shows up connected to one on one relationships and business partnerships. Once again, the question is what's the energy behind the fallout that happened when Brandy walked off stage? Protection. Interesting. I get the energy that Brandy internally made a decision to like walking off stage was a form of self-protection. Like let me walk off before this gets worse or before this gets out of hand. I feel like something with the sound because like Spirit keeps showing me like tapping her ear, like something with her like ear, her microphone. Flattery, independence, isolation, mm, and escape. Escape. I feel like the energy was off that night for some reason. There's also something with the dancers as well. The energy was off. I feel like, especially for Brandy. I don't know. Well, we're gonna get into that though. But the energy was definitely off for Brandy. These two women have something going on with their camp separately. Where when they're together, it's a certain energy behind the scenes and they're on stage. But when they're pulled, away from each other and separated, like I feel like people are still getting in their ears. People are kind of still playing them like a fiddle behind the scenes, individually and opposite one another. Let's get into why Brandy walked off stage. From an energetic standpoint, Spirit, why did Brandy walk off stage during the concert with Monica in Chicago? Why did Brandy walk off stage during her concert with Monica in Chicago? Give us some credit and insight on that, Spirit. What caused Brandy to walk off stage during her concert with Monica in Chicago at the Brandy and Monica Tour Spirit? Concentration. Too much going on. Once again, I feel like she couldn't hear herself, maybe, or something was off. Too much going on at once, feeling overwhelmed. If you look at the video, it almost is like you can see her make an internal decision. I feel like she makes an internal decision. Because there's something about, if you look at the video, she like almost steps into her mark, but then you can see something's changed where it's like, actually, nope, I'm going to go back around and I'm just going to, like, you can see the change. Revenge. Who paid for this tour? Who hired the sound people? I wouldn't be surprised if after that show some people got fired. Endurance. Hmm. Originality connected to emotions. I keep hearing star, the star, the star, the star. Brandy knows she's the star. Um, Brandy knows she's the star. That's what I hear. Hmm. Principal. Yeah. They're playing in their faces. They're playing in her face. They're playing in their faces. They're playing in Brandy and Monica's faces. Power. And the energy I get is, and I hear this almost like it's an internal dialogue. I don't have these issues when I tour by myself. I don't have these issues when I perform by myself. That's what I hear from Brandy's perspective. I don't have these issues when it's just me. That's what I hear from Brandy. And then earlier I heard Brandy knows she's the star. Brandy's the star. She knows she's a star. Interesting. Influence, but there's people in her ear. Even still. Even still, there's people in her ear, and my fear is moving forward, there's going to be especially more people in her ear and Monica. Adaptability. The good thing about Brandy is, I wonder if she has Gemini in her chart. She's very adaptable. Maybe Sagittarius, but she comes across as more Gemini than Sag. She's very adaptable, so she's going to switch it up moving forward in some way, shape, or form. She's going to switch it up moving forward. Oh, you wonder how Kelly's doing with her tour? Yeah, I saw Kelly perform. Publicity. This is what I was talking about. Brandy's the star. Y'all have to remember, Brandy comes from the era of pop diva, right? TRL, Britney, right? Um, where any publicity can be good publicity. Brandy knows how this works. She knows how the algorithm of Hollywood works. So she's not dumb. This may have actually been calculated a little bit on her part a bit. I think that's why once again I keep Spirit keeps showing me, and you can go online and see the clip. You can see the moment where she walks off stage, and you can tell there's a moment where she steps into her mark, and then she just turns. She's like, I actually nope. I'm just gonna do, and she walks off stage. You There's something about that where it's like, okay, I think that was calculated. I think she thought about that before she actually made that decision. Maybe she didn't know when or where. You know how you have those moments where it's like, if this person says this thing to me again, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say this. You know, but you don't know the moment they're gonna set you off. But you just know when they set you off, you're gonna do this next time. It was one of those moments for Brandy. Excitement. Once again, she's not dumb though, so she understands publicity. The last card I get is a quarrel. Why did she walk off stage? Because of a quarrel, a disagreement, an argument. Oh God. Now the question is there beef now between Brandy and Monica? I'm so sick of this. Whitney, we need you, honey. We need you to come down and get into your fairy godmother garb and get these two together and whoever is behind them. Maybe they needed Ray J. Do you think Ray J might have been able to prevent some of this? What's the current energy behind? What's the current energy now, and what will be the energy moving forward with Brandy and Monica in this tour? She's an Aquarius, so it was probably calculated. Yeah. What is the energy now and moving forward between Brandy and Monica and their tour? What's the current energy now, Spirit? Give us some credit and insight. What's the current energy now between Brandy and Monica, and what will be the energy moving forward with their tour together? Independence. You may see the tour shift. Uh oh. You may start to see the tour shift. Oh, I keep getting this energy where if you start to see them perform more independently rather than side by side like they were doing, that's a sign. That's a red flag sign. Manipulation with the money. This tour was not budgeted well. And at the end of the day, I'm wondering, are these two women going to be able to say they both got paid well? Are they both, it was, worth it for both of them equally, financially, resourcefully? And to be honest, if they had done this right, this could have been like an HBO special. This could have been a YouTube live streaming special. Like, it's Brandy and Monica. They've not been on stage together since 1998, I believe. Right? Why was there no HBO special? Why was there no YouTube live stream special? Like, who budgeted this tour? Who set up this tour? Oh, all right. Discovery. Connected to thoughts, the mind, communication. Once again, this question is what's the current energy behind Brandy and Monica with Brandy and Monica and moving forward with their tour? I do think these two women are having conversations. They're starting to connect the dots. That something is off with how this was set up. I do think they're having private conversations. I do get riches. Okay, maybe they will make a lot of money, but still, there's something funny. Fortune. This tour is going to bring in a lot of money, not just the tour, but other things too. Maybe other opportunities are going to come in for them. I feel like they're going to be asked to perform other places. Like they could be formed at perform. They could be asked to perform at an Essence Fest or something like that. For example, appreciation. Okay. Exaltation. Oh, okay. This is looking better than I thought it would. Inheritance. These women are going to make a lot of money and good for them. Drama. Oh, God. Drama. Drama connected to opinions, beliefs, self expression, debates. This is the energy, between Brandy and Monica moving forward. Uh, are there overseas dates? As the tour goes on, unfortunately, there could be more drama. I hate to say that, y'all. But once again, is it for ratings? There's going to be drama, speculation, more rumors. But we will have to kind of be able to judge, okay, is this just rumors, drama that's feeding the machine, or are these actual true rumors and drama? That's why I'm here, though, right? Ostentation and generosity. I do think this tour is going to be healing at the end of the day for their relationship, for Brandy and Monica's relationship. There will be drama, there will be speculation, but some of that is feeding the machine, feeding the ticket sales, and you know how that works, honey. Um, I want a genuine answer though in terms of their actual relationship. That's what I want. What's gonna be the future of their genuine relationship? Like Smile to F the tour, all right. I want to know about their true relationship. So let's get into that. Although I want tickets to the tour, I'm not gonna lie. All right. What is the future of the genuine relationship and connection between Brandy and Monica? What is the future of the genuine relationship and connection between Brandy and Monica? What's the future of their relationship and their connection? I realize. Hi, Kamini's mom. I hope it's not stress over all the rumors of things coming out over Whitney's death. Oh, what rumors about Whitney's death? Ray J did suggest it to her a couple years ago. At this point, just stay apart, child. Flattery. I mean, these two made history together, so they're always going to be intertwined. I think they're at a point where they accept that their legacy, their destinies are intertwined. Period. As Brandy and Monica, I don't think they're going to want to do everything together. Like, I think this tour was a lot for them to do in general, right? And by the end of it, especially. But I don't think they're going to want to do everything. They may need a break after this tour, right? Escape. Empathy. I see more empathy between them. I see more of an emotional connection, a more emotional understanding. These two actually could have more heart to heart behind more heart to heart moments behind the scenes. All right, that we don't hear about or know about unless they just tell us. I actually, maybe we'll hear Brandy say in an interview. I actually talked to Monica last week or last month or a few months ago. We had a really great, deep conversation on the phone. It may be one of those things, right? Charity, interesting. The great thing about this tour is that it's going to give them the skill and the gift to whatever's going on in the moment to be able to put aside whatever they need to put aside for the sake of the fans and come together for the fans. Because this tour is going to teach them that the fans love when they come together and present sisterhood. We really do, right? And it's genuine, right? Authority. Interesting. There's still this little slight thing over who's the authority. Is it Brandy or Monica, right? It's different for everyone. I keep hearing though Brandy's the star. I'm gonna leave that alone. Resourcefulness. these two definitely need to be more mindful of who they work with moving forward. I feel like this whole thing is more of a sense of who they worked with to set up this tour, to budget this tour, to manage this tour. Those are really the main issues. Assertion connected to change, transformation. The issue with these two women is always going to be outside sources. I get independence. I think after this tour, these two could move into their own thing, but we're going to hear them shout each other out, talk about the tour, how fun it was. Fortune. I think they're going to eventually get back together in a few years, honestly. I think they're going to get back together in a few years. They could take a break after this tour, especially if there's a lot that goes on, but they could get back together in a way where maybe they do another tour or a joint album or something in a few years, or maybe less than a few years even. All right. I'm wondering if there's going to be some sort of anniversary. Oh, you know what? The anniversary of The Boy's Mind is coming up soon, isn't it? In 2028. You need to give it up. I love them doing this tour. Isn't it so good? Brandy definitely was more pop and commercialized, and she like did movies. She had her own TV shows. So yeah, let's get the final card for Brandy and Monica. By the way, you guys, I'm available for personal readings. If you would like to book a personal reading, let me show you all my websites. LamarrTownsendTarot.com, or you can text me at 703-791-9162. The number is on the screen. Let me show you all my website for anyone who wants to book. This is my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. Once you've reached this page, you know you're on the right page. You can scroll down and read reviews. Follow me on my social media pages where I do weekly horoscopes. The horoscopes for this week is coming up probably today. I also do offer many different types of readings. So I offer email readings, video recorded readings sent to your email, 30-minute, 15-minute, hour-long phone readings. If you want to book your own reading, by the way, you would, for example, click 30-minute phone reading, add to cart, scroll down, click the date, the time that you would like to book, make your payment, and as soon as you make your payment, I'll get a confirmation email, you'll get a confirmation email, and we will take the next steps to get your reading done. I also do offer many different types of candles: open roads blockage removal candles, protection candles, success and finances candles, cleansing candles, birth chart readings, including individual compatibility, and 12-month ahead trains of birth chart readings, which I recommend for the new year coming up ahead in 2026. I also do offer mediumship readings, past life readings, merch including handmade evil eye bracelets, tarot classes, astrology classes, spiritual development classes. I also offer astrocartography, natal chart readings, and so much more. If you'd be interested in any of these things, then definitely check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. Lamarr's the real deal. Thank you, Bismarck. Tia says, I will be booking my full chart reading soon. Yes, Tia. Bismarck says, you said we were going to be moving somewhere that was not going to be our permanent place. And when you said it, I didn't get it, but now it's looking more like that's what is gonna happen. Bismarck predicted it. Child, that's interesting. A lot of y'all are definitely gonna have to get a update reading. Scooter riding thieves break into the Louvre. How do you say that? The Louvre Museum. I know what that is. I just don't know how to say that word. Swipe priceless jewels belonging to Napoleon in brazen daylight heist. Paris, France, massive manhunt underway in Europe for the culprits. I did hear about that. I did hear about that. Let me write that down. That is real bold to go into the museum and just take Napoleon's jewels. Like, that is weird. I got my reading, Lamarr, and it was spot on. Thank you. You're welcome, Zebra. Yes. I love that everyone is in here talking about their personal reading experiences. I love that. All right, you guys. Well, I will catch you in your own personal reading, or I will see you in the next video. Either way, we'll talk. We will talk to each other soon. All right. Until next time, love and light. God bless. And child, Brandy and Monica, we will be keeping our eyes and ears open for more tea and more performances. All right. We love you all, and until the next time, bye. Wicked is as wicked does. I shut you down, and that's because you kept coming for me. Now I'm the wicked witch. It's the new story you're trying to pitch. I won't lay down for you. Now I'm the struggler. You might as well call me Alphaba. You're so sick in the head because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked, it's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked, it's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked, it's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Wicked is as wicked does. I shut you down, and that's because you kept coming for me. Now I'm the wicked witch. It's the new story you're trying to pitch. I won't lay down for you. Now I'm the struggler. You might as well call me Alphaba. You're so sick in the head because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked, it's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked, it's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked, it's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz.